What's going on, everybody? My name is Will Trang. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be breaking down one of your guys' fight scenes. I think I've done enough fight scenes at this point to where I think I can give some constructive criticism, and I understand the fight scene really well, and hopefully I can help you guys improve your fight scenes as well. If you have a fight scene that you made that you want me to take a look at and give some notes on, post a YouTube link in the comments down below and I'll be sure to take a look at it. Today we're breaking down a fight scene by Raigo. I've made a community post saying for you guys to put a link in the comments, and he was the first one to do it, so we're breaking down his fight scene right here. Raigo, let's see what you got. Okay, from that alone, I can tell you have a martial arts background. That is what's really cool, or if not, you're really good at mimicking what you've seen in movies. You have a great form, you have really good solid movements, and pretty, creative choreography as well. Something I also really got to give you credit on is that you do understand how camera should move in a fight like this. You really captured the concept of having the camera be the third character in the fight scene. So props to your camera operator as well. You really did a good job on capturing the movements and moving exactly where you need to move. Before I give any more notes, let's move on to the second beat of this fight. Okay. Okay, great. One more time, I gotta give props to the camera operator. You guys really do understand exactly where cameras should move. I can't really say anything more about that. There are two really big notes I'm gonna give you that I really think can take you to the next level. The number one thing I'm going to give you is violence of action. From a choreography standpoint, I think you guys look great. Your characters really move like he's experienced. I can tell this character is very trained in his style. The thing that's really taking me out of this is that you guys aren't committing to your actions hard enough. If your characters are fighting within the story, the reason that they're fighting must have been so bad to the point that they're starting to kill each other. The number one killer of fight scenes is whenever the people are just not committing to their action hard enough. Your movements look great, but what will really put you up there is whenever you're actually just swinging as hard as you can. Of course, you need to do that safely. Let's take a look to this point right here. That can work, fine, cool. That's okay, cool, great. I can tell your adversaries are holding back. You see that right there? You see this? He threw this hook at a quarter speed. He needs to be swinging as hard as he possibly can. If you guys are getting your distance correctly, he shouldn't hit you regardless. So you need to make sure you tell your actors, hey, you're not gonna hit me. Measure your distance out. I need you throwing as hard as you possibly can. Like this right here, I can tell, right? You see how slowly you guys backed into that? I need you to be, shoving this guy against the wall, and I need to feel the impact of him hitting that wall right there. Same right here. He just walked over to the wall right there. The sound design maybe could have carried you a little bit if you did sound design that, but without this, you could tell he just kind of stepped over there and let you do that. I need to see the same amount of aggression that you put into kicking down this door right here with all of your movements. I can tell it's because you guys are scared to hit each other. You guys, if you practice well enough, you're not going to hit each other. Of course, accidents happen, but I can tell because, well, this door isn't going to do anything to you. You put so much more power into kicking that door. You need to be putting that same amount of aggression into every single one of your movements. The other note I'm going to give you guys is sound design. I can tell you're using that free sound effects pack that a lot of people use back in the day, including myself and Every Asian Knows Kung Fu. This is not a sponsor, but I highly recommend you check out resoundstudio.com. These are the sound effects I use for all my fight scenes. They're absolutely great. I think they even have a free pack somewhere. And when you do sound design this, I need you to be sound designing every single little movement you can find. Your cloth movement, I need you to be every single hit, of course. The mark of a beginner fight scene as well is under sound designing. Sometimes people don't even sound design their fight scenes, they just use the production sound, and then it just sounds so underwhelming. Resound Studio has a free sound pack somewhere that is a lot more punchy, and you can make your fight scene go from here to here just by adding simple sound effects. So I think the biggest takeaway that you can take from this video is that underwhelming is your enemy. Your fight scene should never be underwhelming. It's a fight scene, for fuck's sake, right? So you need to not only commit to your action in terms of aggressiveness, and your sound design also needs to be equally as aggressive. But other than that, I think you guys are on a really solid foundation with fight scenes. Just up your aggressiveness, both your movements and your sound design. Raigo, great job on this fight scene, but I'm gonna have to give you a solid 4.5 out of 10. Your camera work is great. You guys have an understanding of where camera should move, and your choreography itself looks great. But because of the underwhelming movement and the underwhelming sound design, that really takes you down. So the next time you shoot a fight, up your aggressiveness in both the movement and the sound design, okay? But other than that, guys, if you want me to take a look at your fight scenes, post a YouTube link in the comments down below. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.